which is become less intense or widespread. Kam hona ya ghatna. Abattoir is a place where animals are slaughtered for consumption as food. A bot is the superior of a monastery, which is mat ka pramukh. Abbreviation is to reduce to a shorter form intended to stand for a whole. Abdicate is to give up one's authority or throne. Abdication is act of giving up. ओके अपने अधिकार अथवा पद का त्याग करना. Aberration is deviation from the right course. Ablution is the act of washing oneself. Abnegate is to refuse or deny oneself. Abolish is formally put an end to a system, practice, or institution. Aboriginal is existing in a land from the earliest times or from before the arrival of the colonist. Aboriginals is the original inhabitants, natives of the country. Abridge is to shorten a piece of writing without losing the sense. Abridgment, a shortened version of a larger work. Abridgment. Cancel or do away with is abrogate. Abscond, to go away suddenly and secretly in order to escape from somewhere. Absolution, formal forgiveness of a person's sin. Absurd, widely unreasonable, illogical, or ridiculous. Accelerate, to increase the speed. Accolade, to any award, honor, or laudatory notice. Accomplice, accomplice, a person who helps another to commit a crime or to do something morally wrong, a partner in crime. Accord, be harmonious or consistent with. Accountant, a person whose profession is to keep accounts. Sharp, acerbic is kadwa swabhav, which is sharp, bitter, or harsh in temper, language, etc. Acoustics, the scientific study of sound. Okay, let's go to the second page. Okay, second page is acquit, to decide and state officially in court that somebody is not guilty of a crime. Acrobat is an entertainer who performs difficult physical feats. Acronym, an abbreviation formed from the initial letters of other words and pronounced as a word. Acrophobia, fear of great heights. Act, to do something, to behave in a particular way, to perform a part in play, film, function. Actionable, giving cause for legal action. Activate, make a machine active or operative. Acumen, the ability to make good judgments and take quick decisions, sharpness and accuracy of the judgment. Addict, a person who is physically dependent on a substance, harmful drugs. Other, believe in and follow the practices of. Adolescence, the period between the beginning of the puberty and adulthood. Adonis, an extremely beautiful young man. Adorable, very attractive and easily to feel love for. Adulterate, make impure by adding inferior substance. Adventurous, willing to take risk and try new ideas. Advocate, a person who supports or speaks in favor of something. Aerial, growing, existing, living in the air. Aesthetic, concerned with beauty or the appreciation of beauty. Agenda, a list of items to be discussed at a meeting. Aggrandize is to increase the importance, possessions, or wealth. Aggressive, always ready to attack or quarrel, one who is hostile and violent. Agnostic, one who is not sure about God's existence. Agony is extreme mental or physical suffering. Album, a blank book for keeping a collection of photographs, stamps, or pictures. Alchemy, study of chemistry in a medieval fashion. Algicide is a substance for killing algae. Algophobia, fear of pain. Okay, let's go to the next page, which is alien, a person belonging to a foreign country, different from what you are used to, a functional being from another world. Alimony, the money paid to former wife, husband, or partner when the marriage is ended. Allegory is a story, play, picture, etc., in which each character, event is a symbol representing an idea, a quality such as truth, evil, death, etc. Alliterations, words that begin with the same letter, syllable, or sound, repetition of an initial sound in two or more words of a line. Alluvium, soil deposited by flowing water. Alma mater, the school or college in which one has been educated. Almanac, a publication containing astronomical or meteorological annual calendar that contains important dates and time. Alpinism, mountain climbing. Altar, a table or flat surface where offerings are made to a deity. Altimeter, altimeter, instrument that measures the altitude of the land surface. Altitude, the height above sea level. Altruist, someone who make charitable donations intended to the welfare of the other people. Alum, uh, alum, alumnus, alumnus, a former student of a school, college, or university. Amateur, one who plays for pleasure rather than as profession. A person who is neither well experienced nor professional. A non-professional who is inept at a particular activity. Amaxophobia, वाहनों का डर, fear of riding in a car. Ambassador, a diplomatic representative in another country. A diplomatic representative in another country, ambassador, able to use the left hand and the right hand equally well, ambidextrous. Ambience, the character and the atmosphere of a place. Ambiguous, capable of being understood in either of two or more possible senses and therefore not definite. Let's see the next page, which is ambivalent, having or showing both good and bad feelings. Ambivert, one who has the qualities like shyness and openness at the same time. Amble, walk or move at slow, relaxed pace to walk aimlessly. Ameliorate, make something bad or unsatisfactory better. Amenable, Agyakari, readily reacting to the suggestions and influences, willing to be guided or controlled. Amicable, someone who is friendly and good natured. Amicably, in a friendly and peaceable manner. Amnesia, a partial or total loss of memory. Amnesty, an official pardon, the formal act of liberating someone. Amoral, not following any moral values, rules, and not caring about right or wrong. Amphibians, animal that can live both on land and in water. Amputee, person who has had one or more limbs removed. Anagram, a word or a phrase formed by rearranging a different word. Analogy, a similarity between like features of two things or which a comparison may be based. Analysis, detailed examination of something complex. Anarchist, a person who believes that laws and the governments are not necessary, a person who believes in or tries to bring about a state of lawlessness. Anarchy, A situation in a country, an organization, etc., in which there is no government order or control. Anatomy, the branch of science concerned with bodily structure of humans, animals, and other living organisms. Anchor, a person who presents a radio television program. Ancient, belonging to the long past. Anecdote, a short, interesting, or amusing story about a real person or an event. Let's go to the next page. Anesthetist, a medical specialist who administers drugs for relieving pain during surgery. Anile, like a weak old woman. Animosity, a strong dislike, hostility. Annihilate, to destroy completely. Anniversary, the date on which an event happened in some previous year. Annuity, fixed sum paid annually. Anomaly, departure from common rule. Anonymous, whose names are not known. An unknown author. Anorexia, obsessive desire to lose weight by refusing to eat. Anthology, a collection of poems, stories, etc., that have been written by different people and published together in a book. Anthropologist, one who studies the evolution of mankind. Anthropology, the study of human race, especially of its origin, development, customs, and beliefs. Anticipate, look forward to. A medicine antidote, a medicine to nullify the effect of poison or another medicine. Antipathy, strong dislike between two persons, a deep-seated feelings of aversion. Antiquarian, one who studies deals antique things. Antithesis, the exact opposite. Antonium, words that are opposite in meanings. Apartheid, policy that segregates people on the basis of race, policy of racial discrimination. Apartment, a set of rooms forming one residence in a building. Apathetic, showing or feeling no interest, enthusiasm, or concern. Apathy, the feeling of not being interested in or enthusiastic. Loss of speech. Uh, Aphasia, loss of speech due to medical problem. Api, uh, Apiary, a place where bees are kept. Apologize, to express regret for something that one has done wrong. Okay, let's go to the next page. We'll cover all the A letter words. Apostasy, the state of having rejected your religious beliefs or your political party or cause. Apostate, a person who renounces a religious or political beliefs or principle. Apostle, a pioneer of a reform movement. Appalling is causing shock or dismay. Appertain, be appropriate or applicable. Applicant, a person who formally requests something, specially a job. Appraisal, estimation of a thing's worth. Appreciate, to rise in value. Apprentice, a person who works for an expert to learn trade. Aquaphobia, being afraid of water or being near water. Aquarium, a glass tank where fish and water plants are kept. Aquatic, animals and plants growing or living in or near water. Arable, suitable for growing crops. Arbitrary, based on chance rather than on reason or a plan. Arbitrator, a person who is chosen to settle a disagreement, a person appointed by the two parties to resolve a dispute. Archaeologist, one who studies human antiques. Archaeology, the study of the human history and prehistory through the excavation of sites. Archaic, no longer in use. Archipelago is a large body of water with many islands. Archive, the place where public, government, or historical records are kept. Ardor, no, archive. Ardor is zeal, burning enthusiasm, passion. Arena, a place where fights take place, a place or scene of activity, debate, or conflict. Aristocracy, a government by the nobles, government by the person of the highest social order. Aristocracy. Arsenal, a military structure where arms and the ammunition and other military equipment are stored. Arson, deliberately and maliciously set something, buildings specially, on fire. Arsonist, a criminal who is illegally sets fire on property. Fear of fire, arson phobia. Okay, we'll go to the next page. We'll see how many pages are left. So only 2 pages are left for the A. Next day we'll discuss about the B word. Articulate. Good at expressing ideas, feelings clearly in the words, having or showing the ability to speak fluently and coherently. Articulation, ability to communicate effectively and express oneself clearly in writing and speaking. Artist, one who practice one of the fine arts. Ascetic, one who denies oneself ordinary bodily pleasures. Ascribe, to attribute a cause or characteristic to something. Askance, nations that do not trust each other look upon each other. Assailant, a person who physically attacks another. Assassin, a person who kills somebody, especially for the political reason. Assent, to agree to a request, an idea, or a suggestion. Assertive, the quality of being politely firm and demanding. Astrologer, one who tells future from the stars. Astrology, the science of foretelling events by the mapping stars. Astronaut, a person engaged in or trained for space flight. Astronomy, the scientific study of celestial bodies like sun, moon, stars, planets, etc. Asylum, place that provides refuge, a hospital where people who were mentally ill could be cared for often for a longer time. Atheist, one who doesn't believe in existence of the God. Atonement, an action of making amends for a wrong or injury. Audible, that can be heard clearly. Audit, the office inspection of a company's or individual's account. Auditor, one who makes an official examination of accounts, financial records. Auditorium, a building where an audience sit. Austere, severe in his manner. Authentic, made or done in a traditional or original way, something that is genuine. Autobiography, the life history of a person written by himself. Autocracy, a system of government of a country in which one person has complete power. Okay, let's go to the next page, which is autocrat, a ruler who has complete power. Autonomy, a self governing country or region. Autopsy, an official examination of a dead body by a doctor in order to discover the cause of death. Avalanche, a mass of snow, ice, and rocks falling rapidly down a mountainside. Avant-garde, the group, especially in the arts, regarded as being the most experimental. Avarice, insatiable desire of wealth. Avaricious is lalchi, having an extreme desire for wealth. Avaricious, okay, lalchi. Aviary, a place for keeping the birds in confined space. Aviside, killing of birds. Avidity, keen interest or enthusiasm. avoid, to keep away from. Axiom, a rule, principle that most people believe to be true. Bachelor, a man who remains unmarried. Bakery, a place where bread and cakes are made. Bald, a man having no hair on the scalp. Balderdash, senseless talk or writing. Bale, a large bundle bound for storage or transport. Ballad, a poem that tells a story and has a regular rhythm and rhyme scheme. Bandying, using an idea, term, or name frequently in casual talks. Bankrupt, one who is unable to pay his debts. Banter, jokes, and funny remarks amongst friends. Bark, outer protective layer of a tree. So in the next video, like tomorrow, we'll discuss about the B letter and we'll cover all the B words. So it's almost, I guess, 3-4 pages. We'll cover it next video. For today, you can just revise all the words that I have like explained today. Okay, see you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.